It's awesome to see, prospects come in and, start to build the relationship. That's the coolest part of the job, right? Is, the relationships and the people are always the best part of what we do.
What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Talking Lots. Brian, how you feeling? How you feeling about April?
I feel like it was March, like last week.
I feel like we recorded this like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Now we're back.
Fast month, man. I was a lot of travel for me this month. We had a lot of travel, actually. The whole company was all over the place this month. So we should do that, one of these episodes. Like track where everybody has taken a flight in a single month, and put it up on the screen for people to see. That'd be a cool graphic, right?
I think it would be tied between you and Todd to figure out who had the most.
I think I got TG this month. Yeah, I took 11 flights in 6 days.
Dang.
1 week this month. I don't remember what week it was, but yeah, crazy. I think I might, but Todd would beat me for the year.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's been a crazy April, man. I feel like April's always this way, right? It's the start of the paving season. Plants in most parts of the country are really starting to open. We've seen contractors really start schedule work. We've had a lot of work scheduled and completed already in April, and we've got a lot more. As we're looking at projections and things of what we're completing, we've got a lot more on the books right now. But we really started. We started April with 100 plus contractors in the office here. Do you want to speak on that a little bit?
Yeah, so we had the Top Contractor School Inner Circle meetup here in the office, and what a great couple of days that was. We had everybody here for a day of education on Thursday, and then Thursday evening we got to go down to Acrisure Stadium and got the pleasure, man, of hearing from 2 four-time Super Bowl champions, Rocky Bleier. If you guys don't know who that is, for those that aren't from Pittsburgh, maybe you don't know who these guys are, but look them up. Rocky Bleier was a military veteran, was over in Vietnam, I believe, got injured in Vietnam, still came back, played for the Steelers, tons of adversity, and still made it back into the NFL and was very successful in doing so. And then our buddy John Kolb, that's right here in Wexford, Pennsylvania, was also on Rocky's team. So those guys won 4 Super Bowls together, and John came down to the event, and we got to hear stories from those guys. So that was Thursday night. What an awesome night. Had everybody's logos up on the scoreboard. That was cool for everybody to see. And then Friday we had a tailgate to kick off the Pirates baseball season. So the home opener was here in Pittsburgh, and we had our buddy DJ Bonix in. So Wiz Khalifa's DJ'd our tailgate right outside of home plate at PNC Park, and so that was a blast. We had about 120 people up on the rooftop of PNC Park, and what an awesome day, man. It was cold outside.
That is the only baseball game that I've been to, by the way, like me physically, that it snowed at.
It was like snow, ice, the whole 9 yards. So I think we had all 4 seasons that day. A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of overcast, and then also plenty of snow and ice. So
that's right. Yeah, no, it was a good time. It was a good time to see, all of our, we had our top 10 contractors as well, along with the, TCS folks come in. And so, it was really great to see everyone. It's always great to, we see these guys a handful of times every year, and, sometimes our project managers and whatnot see them on site, more than we do. But for me to, see just everyone that we work with, we give a lot of work to, and they do a lot of work for us, and it's just always great to see them. And
we talk to them so much that it feels like we're around them all the time, but we're really not, right? You see them a couple times a year, and I think the kind of the cadence that we have now of we catch up with contractors 4 times a year at a minimum at these events, and so that seems to be the rhythm, right? It's every 3 months we see each other. And then there's, trade shows and other things in between. And so kind of feels like, used to feel like when we were saying goodbye to folks that it was like,
see you next
kind
year,
of emotional and you don't want to say goodbye to people. But now it's like, not too bad because you're going to see them not too far down the road. So
100%. Yeah. So speaking of more travel, so trade shows. So we attended, I think it was 2 trade shows customer-facing trade shows this past month. So we went to Connects, and then we went to Hotel Point. We had a whole bunch of people at Connect. So this was the first time that, if you go back to like my LinkedIn, or I think it's on the Pavement group LinkedIn right now too, I made a post about how it started versus how it's going. So we had the big 20 by 20 booth at Connects. First time I've ever seen that booth. I was blown away. It's a massive booth, couches, tons of TV. I don't know, probably 6 different TVs in that thing. Something like that.
I think there's 5, yeah.
Maybe 5. Yeah, it was incredible to see that booth and to spend a handful of days hanging out with everyone on the sales team. What were your thoughts? You were there at Connects. What were your thoughts on the show?
Yeah, I thought Connects as a whole was great. As just a note there, the reason for the booth and the reason for all the TVs is obviously to serve our clients, and so those are meant to be demo stations when they're not being used for demos. We put videos on there. But the idea of investing into that type of booth is really it's for our customers, right? It's for our prospective customers so that they feel comfortable enough to come and sit down and have a place to sit and be able to get some water or whatever they want and
Water,
and
beer,
be
coffee.
be comfortable in our space to be able to sit down and actually learn about what we do. And so that was a strategic move on our part, an investment on our part. To be able to take our client experience, from the very beginning to the level that we wanted to. And so it was good to see that in use and to see kind of the reaction and from, prospective clients, existing clients, and even our team, right? To be able to look at it and, be proud of, what we show up with. And, that kind of speaks to, what we do here. It's, we try to be go above and beyond in every aspect of it, and that booth is an example of that. And I think, that draws the customers to us, and so those conversations, for the time that I was there, the conversations were great. I walked into the booth, and there was always people, sitting down in the couch, and our team sitting on the other side, and some meaningful conversations. And so when you have places like that for people to sit, they don't feel like they got to go anywhere, right? And so mission accomplished on the strategic move of that. And just, it's awesome to see, prospects come in and, start to build the relationship. That's the coolest part of the job, right? Is, the relationships and the people are always the best part of what we do. And so to be able to see that from the very beginning and, then get debriefed on like how those conversations went with, Chad or Patrick or Jenna or you or Todd, it's just awesome to see those develop, and then to be able to come back here and watch the opportunities roll in, and, us to be able to start servicing those clients and ultimately solving the problems that we're searching for in the first place.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It was a great show. We connected with a lot of really good people, and yeah, I had a blast. It's one of my favorite shows every single year.
Nashville's always good, right?
Nashville's a good spot too. Yeah. So then Paige and Todd on our team, they also went to Hotel Point, which you have been to. Always great shows by that group. They've got all kinds of different shows in different industries, but Hotel Point is, I think, one of the best that we've been to. Out in Seattle, I think it's both the first time that Todd and Paige have both been in Seattle, Washington. And I've just heard great things, great feedback out of that show as well. They had a blast. I know Todd golfed with a handful of people. Paige, spent some time with all kinds of clients. So a lot of really good feedback out of that show as well. And that's really wraps up the spring trade show season.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Thank goodness, man. It's a long one, right? Like, when you get to the end of it, I was at one point I was going to Seattle, but I had another event in New York City, and so I was like, fly to Seattle and then go from Seattle to New York and then New York back to Pittsburgh. It's another, it'd be another week of travel of just a lot of planes and switching around and things like that. And
why don't you speak on that real quick? I know it's more like something that you had related, but Vinny and I, we filled in on the Brian Hess show for you for a couple of days, which was, dude, you trusted us with the keys to the show.
You guys crushed it, man. It was good.
That's what I hear. But so yeah, you flew out to New York.
Yep.
What was that for? And
So zoneofgenius.com had an event. So Seth Godin, Claude Silver. Claude is the chief heart officer for VaynerMedia, which is so kind of Gary Vee's organization. She's very critical part of running the culture there at VaynerMedia. And Seth Godin, many people know him. If you don't know him, just look him up. You'll figure out who he is really quickly. And those were kind of, two of the keynotes. Amelia Antonetti was there. And so I was going there to receive a legacy award for leadership and entrepreneurship. So,
Congrats, bro.
Shout out to my guy, Ramon Ray, who owns zoneofgenius.com, and just a great dude, and, honored to receive that award alongside of a couple of my friends that were also there. And so, it's always great. And, shout out to our team because, obviously you don't win a leadership award if you don't have a great team. And so, sometimes I get to accept those things, but it's a representation of our company, our organization, and everything that we do because, obviously without the people, we would be nothing. And so, just really grateful to be able to accept that. Got to, hit New York City and experience New York City with swing. So that was fun. We had fun for a couple of days, probably 20 Ubers in a day and a half up in New York City. So, it was fun, man. And what an honor to be able to go and accept that award on behalf of everybody here.
Dude, incredible. Congrats on the award.
Thanks,
we wouldn't be here without the vision. I just want to point that out. But yeah, dude, crazy.
Thanks, man.
So in operations, I want to give a couple people quick shout outs. So in March,
that's one of my kids trying to call, by the way.
This is
that's how it goes.
Shows you the true insight of podcasting.
Not just about business when you're in my world, that's for sure. Yeah.
So in March, top scheduler. So Mark Perkins scheduled 30 jobs in total. And Alyssa sourced 134 jobs. And as a team, as a collective, our entire team sourced 433 new jobs. That's a lot, bro. I remember when I was the guy sourcing all the jobs for the company, like 433 is no joke. Like that's
it's a lot. That's a workload. I was just doing the math over here. Just I don't know what the exact numbers are, but even in this month, it looks like the total jobs scheduled is like 250 or something like that. Dude. So it's pretty wild to be able to get that many jobs sent out the door, and it's crazy. Like you said, at one point it was just a couple of us, right?
I think we did about half of that in the entire year in like year 2. In the I'm saying scheduled, you said we did 250 this month. It's we did half of that in the first or second year.
Pretty wild, yeah.
I do want to give a couple of contractors a quick shout out. So Double J Seal Coating, Jeff Johnson, appreciate you. Just want to read you off what Mark Perkins said about you. Quote Mark Perkins here: Jeff at Double J is the shit. We had a client with a big ask for scheduling, and Jeff made it happen. Did a great job communicating and planned on keeping everything updated day to day at the project. So want to thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you, brother. Also, Tommy Roberts and Brooke over at NC Pavement and Concrete. This is from Trudy. NC Pavement just knocked out quite a few jobs for us with no issues, and all went pretty smoothly. They communicated everything that was going on, and the client was happy with the end product. So Tommy, Brooke, and the entire team there at NC Pressure Works, appreciate you guys and everything you do for us, man. Like, it's been both of you guys. I've been connected with both Double J and NC.
Since day one, man.
NC, what was it? NC
It was NC Pressure Works. Now it's NC Pavement and Concrete, yeah.
Yeah, for many, many, many years. And, watching both of you guys grow has been just a pleasure and an honor.
We just had Tommy and Brooke were just up here and, went to the game with us. And it's probably the best. On the contractor side, it's the best part of what we get to do is to watch those companies grow. And, was having a conversation with Tommy about them purchasing a mill. And, it's cool to even have those people, having those conversations with us, right? When you remember, kind of where they started. And it's a good reminder of where we started too.
100%. So in other news, we've hired a couple of new people this month too. Do you want to?
Seems like a regular thing to do around here,
does,
right?
Dude, this is one of my favorite parts about the show is talking about the new people that are coming in. Do you want to speak on Judine real quick?
Yeah, so we hired Judine. So she's our new executive assistant and helping out in the office here, kind of keeping us on track and making sure all things run smooth in this office. We try to have a high level of hospitality here at the Pavement Group. So when you come to visit the office, you will see Judine's very smiley face when you walk in the door. She's always happy. She's always bubbly. And Judine is the sister of Joyce Williams, who works on the TCS side of things for us here. And so another family member added to the mix here at TPG. And so we're just happy to have Judine. She's got a ton of experience on the executive assistant side of things, and just such a joy to work with every day. So
love it.
Welcome, Judine.
Welcome. And also welcome Jeff. Jeff is our newest account executive on the sales team. Jeff, I had the pleasure of meeting Jeff, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago. Reached out to me on LinkedIn. I was like, who's this guy with this tech background that's like, hey, man, I want to talk about this open position. I'm like, all right, let's talk. Hopped on my first call with Jeff, just a really informal interview, and I was like, dude, I think this guy could be a really good fit. So did some more interviews, and he jumped on, met Todd, met a couple other folks on the team, and so Jeff is he's a great addition to the team, man. By the way, Jeff came first day extremely prepared. I've never seen anybody more prepared to jump into the sales role. So a couple weeks before he started here, so we had a set date for him to start. He called me and said, "Hey, man, I really want to be prepared. What are some avenues, some industries I should look into to figure out if these would be good clients or good prospects?" And so I gave him a couple of pointers. I said, do a little homework, do a little research. So day one, he comes into Pittsburgh here, flew up for a couple days to do some training. And, dude, he had a full list of all these different prospects, all kinds of information. He just deep dove into them, and he's like, all right, am I on the right pace? Am I on the right path? So we took off a couple, and most of them were perfect, perfect fits. And I've never seen somebody come in that well prepared. And I'm like, all right, I think this is gonna be a good fit.
Just a high level professional, man, and it never hurts when somebody likes Motley Crue, Poison, and Def Leppard. So that's a bonus too. But no, for reals, Jeff came into the office first time I met him. It's like you just kind of know you're amongst a professional, right? Somebody that really gets it, understands clients, and there's people out there that just have a passion for people, and it's clear that Jeff is that guy. So welcome aboard, Jeff. We're excited to have you, man.
Welcome, brother. Welcome. So in other news, want to give a couple shout outs on the sales side. So our top salesperson this month was Chad Fay.
Dude, look at old Chad ringing the bell, buddy. Ringing the bell. I just sent him a text this morning. I said, "Look at you, man. Keep it rolling, brother.
Dude,
keep it rolling."
He's had a big month with all kinds of customers.
You can't get comfortable around here though.
Also, it was his 2-year anniversary at TPG here.
That's right.
I think yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday from when we're recording this. So happy anniversary too, buddy.
Happy anniversary, brother.
Dude rolled in here in a walking boot the first day. Remember that in the old office?
He did, yeah.
Rolled in here in a walking boot, or did he have crutches or just a walking boot?
Tore Achilles. He had crutches.
Crutches and a walking boot or something. Yeah, I was like, dude, look at this guy.
Dude, crazy.
All the way from Boston on a plane. How the hell do you carry your luggage? And
I don't know how he did it, but he made it happen.
That's right. Thank goodness he did.
Thank goodness. Chad, appreciate you, brother. Congrats on the big month, and many more to come. Another shout out here. So Mikey Saps with the highest or most bids submitted this month. Dude,
surprise there.
Mikey Saps, dude, I always say it, Mikey Saps is a dog, man. He just works. He makes it happen. Appreciate you, Mikey Saps.
Mikey Saps is the salesperson version of a Rolex watch, man. Just reliable. It's always on time. Always making it happen, Mr. Reliable, right?
I just gotta say too, my office is right next to Mikey Saps, and he is in here. He's in here before me. I get in here before 8:00 every single day. He's in here before me every single day, and leaves at the exact same time. He's right on the nose. Makes it happen.
He never leaves the office. Just sits in there and works and does his thing and
makes it happen. Mikey Saps is also the quarter one sales leader. Overall. So Mikey Saps, congrats on the big quarter, congrats on the big month, and what will be a big year for you.
Amen.
Appreciate you, brother. That's we've got upcoming in May here. We're running the marathon. Dude, do we have any events planned? I don't even know. I'm trying to think.
Exciting on my schedule, man. I'm headed to my first Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meeting, so that's going to be fun. Headed to Omaha next weekend. So that'll be cool, and a couple other things, but nothing major. The travel starts to back off a little bit, and we kind of get back to the normal schedule, a little bit of a rhythm here in the office, so that'll be good.
Yeah, salespeople usually this time of the year are out traveling, meeting clients, so I'm sure you'll see Sure, you see our entire sales team out on planes,
Oh, yeah.
last minute flights for day trips to go walk projects, meet clients, the whole 9 yards. It's a pretty typical thing this time of the year from April, really in April until November, pretty
Yeah.
much.
We shift from trade show season to actually getting stuff done right around here, and it's refreshing. By the time you're done with trade show season, you're like, all right, let's get to work, right? Let's get some stuff done here. So
It is. So, man, I'm excited for May. We'll come at you guys here in another month, but appreciate you guys for tuning in, and yeah, keep following us on social media, checking out what we're doing. It's exciting, bro.
follow our journey.
Join our mission.
Amen.